For several months now, we've been hearing rumors that Derick Dillard is cheating on his wife, Jill Duggar. Outlandish Duggar rumors are a constant on social media, but this one seemed more legit than most, thanks in part to the fact that at one point, Derick seemed to confess to cheating on Jill. Apropos of nothing, Dare tweeted a bunch of quotes about adultery, and in typical Duggar clan fashion, many of them subtly placed the blame on the wife who'd been cheated on. This is in keeping with the family's philosophy on marriage, as Michelle famously warns her daughters that it's their duty to have sex with their husbands on command. She also believes that if they're unwilling to do so, they shouldn't be surprised when the husband gets it elsewhere. As a mother of two who's also her family's sole breadwinner, Derick was fired by TLC last month after tweeting a string of bizarrely transphobic remarks. Jill might not always feel up to the task of serving as her husband's personal sex slave. So if Derick cheated, his infidelity was likely dismissed by his in-laws, and Jill was probably made to feel that she had no choice but to forgive him. But that doesn't mean she has to be happy about it. Many fans feel that the cracks in Jill and Derick's marital facade are beginning to show in obvious ways. For one thing, Derick is once again associating with Josh Duggar, the man who molested Jill when she was just a young girl. Recently, Derick has been requesting donations for further ministry work, to fund his unemployment, and Josh recently became a major donor. Not only that, the two have been spotted dining out together, and have reportedly become very close in recent weeks. As In Touch Weekly points out, users of the Duggar-focused Reddit community are convinced that's a clear sign of trouble in paradise. Jill and Derick have seemed pretty over each other since well before Sam's birth, but Derick seems to have really gone off the rails lately, one Redditor wrote. Between his general awfulness and tweeting a whole lot of biblical quotes about adultery and recent willing association with turd Josh Duggar, more on that in a moment, I could see him finding some sort of twisted justification. Many echoed the sentiment, and reading their comments, one's left with the impression that there's little doubt Jill and Derick's marriage is in peril. I can't help but feel awful for all of the married girls. Courtships are so short, I don't feel like they get a chance to really get to know their husbands. And then they are stuck, wrote one user. They're still in the infatuation stage by the time they're married and have no idea what their husband is like behind closed doors. I'm sure it works out for some, but to me, it just sounds like a recipe for a terrible relationship, commented another. Of course, there are those who still believe Derick has been faithful, but they're also of the opinion that his actions are covering up a deeper family secret. Here's my crazy conspiracy theory that no one else is talking about. I think Josh cheated on Anna again, recently, and the family found out, one Redditor remarked. I think Derick posted those tweets to condemn his brother-in-law, and I think Josh gave him some money towards his latest grift to try and be like, see, we're family, we're in each other's corners, also please shut up. There could be something to that theory. Of course, these are the Duggars we're talking about, which means the whole situation is currently being swept under the carpet, and we'll likely never receive any definitive answers.